If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hi all, good morning. Okay, we'll start today's class. Let me share my screen and confirm if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, Samal.
Thank you. Okay, today we are going to start with modeling and governance. Okay, yesterday we have completed all the introduction part and we saw what is workflow and what is MDG, what is the master data, what is governance. Is anyone have any questions on that? You can ask me before I'm going to start a class today. Silence I can consider as no. I'll proceed now. Yeah, but today's agenda is data modeling and governance. Okay, let me go through here. Here you can see the disclaimer. This presentation, including examples, images, and references, are provided informational purpose only, complying with all applicable copyright laws with the responsibility of the user, without limiting the rights under copyright. No part of this document may be reproduced, stored, or introduced into a relevant systems, or transported into any form or by any means. Credit shall be given to the images taken from the upon source and cannot be used for promotional activities. Here we have our agenda today. Today we are going to cover data model concepts in MDG, configuration of data models, and governance workflows. These three agendas I think won't complete it today. If not completed, we'll cover tomorrow also. Here you can see the introduction. What is MDG? The data modeling in MDG, the purpose of data modeling in SAP MDG is to define data storage structure during master data processing. Changes are stored in a staging area using change request. The data model can also specify a reuse area after storage data. After the changes, request processing is completed and the data is activated. Okay, here before going to explain in more ways, okay, let me give you one example here. What is about what is deployment models and store. Before going to learn data modeling in MDG, do you wanted to understand first what is the deployment models in MDG system? Okay, let me open Excel sheet here. Here, first we'll see what is SAP MDG deployment. Deployment models and storage models. Storage modes. Anyone have any idea? In this class, we have our MDG consultants also there, MDG functionals. If anyone tell me different types of deployment models we have. Anyone can tell me how many deployment models we have? Okay, fine. Okay, here we have two types of deployment models are available. Deployment models are available. One is co-deployment model. Co-deployment model. Another one is hub deployment model. Hub deployment model. Here you can see what is co-deployment model and what is hub deployment model. Okay, here you can see what is co-deployment model and what is hub model. Let me give you one simple example also here. Here you can see this is the MDG hub, means co-deployment model. Co-deployment model. Okay, within the co-deployment model, we have two servers are available. One is MDG, another one is ECC S/4HANA system. Okay, here I'll give you here within the same landscape, we have both the servers are available. One is MDG, the one is ECC S4 systems. Okay. Within co-deployment model, here you can see end of it provides the services to S4 systems ECC. So this is on-premises system. Okay, what one on-premises means both the systems are available in the single server. You know, need for this you no need to for this co-deployment model you no need any additional server requirements. Nothing is required. These both are available in single sources. This deployment model is called as co-deployment model. In this co-deployment model, what are the advantages are available? Here you can see advantages of this co-deployment model. Here, this is very less cost compared to hub version. It is very less cost, and also we have one of the advantage. There is no additional hardware required. There is no additional hardware and installations are not required. Okay, here you can see this is the advantage of when you are using the co-deployment model. If you guys are understand, is there any disadvantages of co-deployment model? You guys are understand, right? What is co-deployment model? Within the co-deployment model, we have both the systems are available. You no need to create any additional target systems here. Okay, once you have done the data creation in MDG within the same S4HANA ECC system, data will replicate to active areas. Okay. You don't require any additional ECC or S4 systems. Okay. Here we have two advantages: less cost, and there is no additional hardware or installations not required. Installations are not required. Here we can see the disadvantages of co-deployment model. Okay, here we will see the disadvantages of co-deployment model. Here, first point, upgrade is very difficult. Upgrade is very difficult. Upgrade is very difficult. Why there is a upgrade? Upgrade is very difficult. Okay, when you are trying to upgrade MDG version, complaints will come from ECC or S4HANA system. Okay, because both the systems are available in one single source server. If you disturb any one system, for example, you are working in version 8.0. Okay, do you wanted to upgrade MDG? Do you wanted to upgrade with MDG 9.09 version, 9.00 version? When you are disturbing this MDG system, okay, ECC system, you cannot replication model, you cannot deactivate it. Okay, why? Because here both the systems are available within the one system, and that's the reason here upgrade is very difficult. Version update to 9.0. Okay, and there will be one more issue, one more disadvantage, that is performance issue. Okay, when both the systems are within the one place, performance was slow. If you have only why? Because if we have only one server, if you requested multiple requests, then there will be more. It will take some time, right? Do you wanted to? System needs to run as per your business requirements. Then system needs to validate all the fields. It will take a lot of time. Okay, it will get an performance issues as well. Okay, and we'll go for hub deployment now. What is hub deployment? We'll see here. Hub deployment. Going for hub deployment. Here, what is hub deployment? Is anyone have any idea? You can tell me now. If anyone have any idea what is hub deployment? Here you can see in the hub deployment, here it is both are independent servers. Both are independent servers. Both are independent servers. Both are independent servers. it is for MDG and this one for ECC S4 server. Here, okay, once requester submit the change request in MDG, data will flow for target systems. There will be no issues, and here only here we have a few disadvantages. I'll explain to you. Wait, here you can see here we have both are independent systems. Both are independent systems. Here you can see both are independent servers, both are independent systems. Okay, here we have advantages also, and also we have disadvantages. Okay, here you can see the advantages first, then we'll go for disadvantages. Here upgradation is easy. Why here upgradation is easy here? When you are using the hub deployment systems, here you can see here we have MDG is separate server and ECC is separate server. Okay, here you can see when you are going to upgrade MDG version 8.0 to 9.0, you can simply deactivate replication server in between MDG and ECC or S4 HANA systems. You mean to say target systems, and you can proceed with your upgradation. If anyone wants to create any master data during upgrade period, they can create it directly in target systems. Okay, there will be no disturbance on production data. There will be no issue on production systems. Whatever do you want to create, whatever do you want to deploy, you can proceed and complete your activities. Okay, and we have another advantage, performance. System performance is very high. Why? Because in MDG system we are not posting any transaction data, any transactional data. Here we are using only master data concepts. Okay, once we created master data, then data will replicate immediately to ECC or S4 HANA systems, even all the target systems. There will be no issues. System will perform is very high, and also we have disadvantages from here. Okay, disadvantages. What you understand what for this hub deployment? If anyone tell me, is there any disadvantage while using the hub deployment model?
Maintenance of server cost.
Exactly, correct. Cost effective, and any additional advantages, disadvantages, if someone tell me. Okay, here you need a additional hardware and additional installations are required. Additional hardware and additional installations are required. Here you can see first point, cost effective. Compared to co-deployment model, when you are using the hub deployment model, the cost is very high. Why? Because here you are using both the systems independently. Okay, and also you required additional hardwares and you required additional installations. Then here we have And also for this core, for these two deployment models, we have two staging modes. Two staging modes. Staging modes means where the data is going to store it. Okay. Before going to that, here you can see we discussed about co-deployment models. Okay, in these co-deployment models, who will tell us which deployment model we are going to use? We are working as either you can take functional consultant or technical consultants, or you can consider as a MDG developer. Okay, we are not going to finalize the deployment models within our project or within our company. Who will decide it? If anyone have any guesses? Here, these deployment models are going to finalize design architects or your project managers. They will check the project budget and they will allocate the deployment model accordingly. You don't need to suggest which model you are going to use, which deployment model we are going to plan, and you don't need to work on this. Okay, here you just need to understand what is the core deployment model and what is the use of it, and also you need to understand what is hub deployment model and what is the advantages and disadvantages of this both these systems. Is there any questions you can ask me, or else I'll go for next topic?
Hi, this is Mahesh. So
Yeah.
regarding the co-deploy upgrade, you said there is some performance issue. So what could be the performance issue?
Okay, here you can see uh, performance issue. The data flow is very slow. When you are working in MDG, okay, assume that you have created 1 lakh of records, any master data. You can take either GL or master data or BP. No, GL master data, BP master data, or material master data. You have created lakhs of records. When both the systems are within the same place, and then data will not replicate. Data will take a lot of times to complete all the business rules and all the business validations when the approvers approves it. Okay, when you are using the hub deployment model, from there data is you are going to create data in another server which is called MDG, and you are going to replicate data to ECC system. From there, data will flow easily from one system to another system. Here
No.
you can see you are using both the systems within the one place. Okay, here the data flow is very low. When you are working, when you are sending data to MDG to ECC system, performance, there will be some performance issues also. You will observe that.
No, but generally upgrade won't be done in the working days, right? For example, first we'll do sandbox, development, quality, and production. Production generally we do in weekends. That time the users will not work.
That
So
is
then where will we have the performance?
Wait. I got it your point. Okay, you are going on weekend or some other days. I don't depend that. Okay, what is the issue from there? It is coming. I need to explain to you. That's it. Either you are working in weekends or either you are working in some other days. I don't mind it. When you are working in the upgrade system, system will raise a complaints. Here you can see when you are upgrading the version 8 to 9, then you will receive a complaints from ECC server to ECC server and S4 server.
But actually we are doing MDG upgrade. This is a whole MDG application separate, right?
And what is the deployment model in your project?
We have both actually and in different projects, so but both are there.
Okay. Have you observed any performance issue?
No, no, no.
That's good.
No,
If
thing is
you have not
actually
observed any
even in hub also you said we don't have performance, but when you do the upgrade, if definitely we'll have to improve the performance. We don't see any decrease with
what is
decreasing in
meant by upgrade?
we are increasing the component levels, component versions.
Correct.
So in
That's
this
what I
MDG,
told.
even if you have the hub system, we are do when you do the upgrade, when you do the upgrade, so we don't see any performance issues in both the place, right?
In hub deployment, there will be no performance issue. I don't tell you.
But
That is,
actually,
there is the advantage of performance. Okay, here you can see pros means advantages.
but code deploy said there is no performance issue because MDG, if you do upgrade MDG, it will data won't be flow, right? For example, even
Doing
the
upgrade in hub deployment, okay, that time you can ask your technical consultants. They will 100% they will deactivate all the replication models.
why
This
it
means
required
all the
because
target systems.
no, why it required if you do the upgrade in the sandbox quality and product development, once you finish the everything is okay, then only we go for production, right? Generally, we see the impact on production. Other system it is okay, right? Because before that, before moving production, we'll verify the whether it is have any impact, then we can break the roll back in case if it is not in the performance correctly and it is not improved.
I'm telling you, when there is a performance issue, when you are loading the huge master data, more than lakhs of records in real time, you've already seen it. Okay, that time, how much time it is taking in code deployment model. Okay, you just observe. You can go and work in your development server, take few records and check in co-deployment model, how much time it is taking to replicate data to target systems, and hub model, how much time it is taking to replicate data to all the target systems. You can check and let me know. I can also add that point into my learnings.
No, but actually upgrade will be done for the existing system, right? Not for the new one. Okay. The initial
Yes,
loads will be done at the initial time, not at the later, right?
don't compare with upgrade and performance. Upgrade here is very difficult. Why? Because system will send a complaints from only issue in co-deployment model. Okay, when the both the systems are in within the same place, within MDG and ECC and S4 systems also within the one landscape. From here, you don't have an option to deactivate the replication models. Okay, you need to upgrade MDG version, then ECC, from ECC to ECC and S4 HANA systems, you will receive a complaints. There will be some server setup manager issues. There will be some issue with ALE distribution. There are some technical issues. You will see in that.
Even in hub also same thing, right? Your hub, as you said, they're different
There
systems.
is no same. Hub is different compared to co-deployment model.
But
Hub is
replication
both
will
are
correct.
separate servers. Here
But
you are going to deactivate all the replication models, and even you are going to deactivate all the interfaces as well.
even in I think I don't have clarity here. It's okay, but actually it's a bit confusing here.
Mahesh, I'm adding here one more point. See both the servers. I mean to say, the MDG and the ECC sharing the same system, right? So there is a conflict for the OS versions, DB versions. That is the main reason. There is a that causing the performance issue.
SAP will give the correct version, right? For the adaptable for the both back end and front end. It will not give the separate ones when you do the upgrade.
See,
If it
your
is S4, if you're
okay.
S4, it will give the compatible version for the S4 system as well as the front end MDG application.
So, but initially SAP giving the compatible version, but after some point of time, I'm going to upgrade my MDG. In that case, that existing OS may or may not be sufficient. Accordingly, I may need to upgrade my OS version. So that may cause the impact to the existing ECC version, right?
No, why it happens? Anyway, we are do this corrections also, right? While doing the upgrade, because I participated one of the upgrade. That's the reason I'm talking these things.
No. We see some issues. I to agree with trainer,
Okay.
we see there is a performance issues.
Okay.
You might be, I don't know, you are working as a functional or technical, as someone explained. Thanks for the adding it. Okay. You can check with your technical team. Okay. They might be seeing some issues when they are upgrading. Okay. You can sit with your technical team and ask them, have we observed when we are upgrading the system, MDG system, for both the deployment models, either hub deployment or either co-deployment models. You can ask them, and definitely they will prepare one root causes and also what is the issue and why we are facing it. You can go through for it, then you can definitely easily understand. Then you will agree what I told here.
Okay, sure. And also, what about the as you said, if you separate hub system, what about data and configuration? Is there difference? The
No.
co-deploy and hub MDG?
No, both the data are same. Okay, when you are going to replicate, okay, here in the co-deployment models, you have implemented XYZ BRF plus rules and XYZ validations. Okay, for the same BRF plus rules and validations, you are also implemented in deployment system. There will be no difference in data quality and data replication as well.
But SPRO configurations?
SPRO configurations we are going to use. There will be one transaction called MDG IMD, MDG IMG. From there, we are going to configure MDG system. In general configurations, you mean to say controlling area configurations or other company code configuration, other functional configurations related. You are going to work with SPRO customization screen. Same, both the models you are working with the same SPRO paths.
That is
There will
extra
be
work
no
for the hub,
difference.
right? That is extra work for the hub, right?
No, both are
No,
same.
no.
In
If it is separate
MDG,
system,
here you can see in MDG system, in hub system, you need to configure your system as per your business requirement. In those target systems, you need to align whatever configurations you have done in MDG system. Same configurations needs to be aligned in all the target systems. If you maintained in different configurations, let's take example for GL account number range you have given 1 lakh to 2 lakhs in MDG system. Okay, if you maintained different number range, in ECC or S4 server, let's take example, you maintain from here 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs, then what it will happen? Data will not replicate to any target system. You need to align configuration in between both the servers. Either you need to configure configure in MDG, or same configurations you need to align with ECC servers or all the target servers as well.
but the maintenance wise it's extra, right? Because it
Yes,
co-deploy, it's only one time
that is the reason here I told there is additional hardware and additional installations are required. This is the advantage when you are disadvantage when you are using the deployment model. Be clear now. Here we'll go for this one, two staging modes. Here, as I told, SAP MDG deployment model and storage modes. Hope you guys are understand what is deployment models and difference between co-deployment and hub deployment. Now we'll go for storage modes. What is storage modes here? As I told yesterday, there will be two types of data models. One is a reuse mode. One is reuse mode. Another one is flex mode. Another one is flex mode. Here you can see the what is the reuse mode and where we are going to use. For this reuse mode, we are going to use in BP and material master data. For flex mode, we are going to use in finance objects. Okay, what is the use of reuse mode? Here you can see whatever changes do you wanted to perform, how end user will log in using NWBC, URL. Okay, end user will not log into SAP GUI. They will get a end user. End users will get access for NWBC URL. From there, user choose the user choose the whatever he wanted to perform any change. Okay, he will choose particular object. Let's take example material. He wanted to change some values or some fields in material master data. Then he will choose this option. He will choose the object. From there, he will perform the changes. Once he have done the changes, he need to submit a change request. Okay, here you can see performance and reuse model. Let me copy this again. I want to copy this here. Okay, okay, here you can see this is the MDG and the staging tables. Just a minute. Okay, reuse model. Here, first what we need to reuse model. This is user login with MDG system. I'll make save here. This is MDG system. MDG. Okay, user login here using NWBC URL. He will submit a chain request. Okay, he will submit a chain request. Once chain request submitted, then what it will happen? Data where it will sit? In staging tables, data will sit, right? Once end user are going to submit the chain request, then data will sit in MDG staging tables. MDG staging table. Staging tables. Okay. Once end user submit the chain request, data will sit in staging table. After that, what it will happen? What is the next step for after submission of the chain request? Here, workflow needs to workflow. It will trigger to approvers. Approvers. Here we'll say final check is approved. Final check is approved. Once final check approved, what it will happen? Data will replicate to target systems. Data will replicate to target systems. ECC or S/4HANA systems. S/4HANA system. Either you can use in your business. There will be non-SAP systems also. Don't consider only data will replicate only SAP systems. Okay, even we can replicate data to non-SAP systems also. Here you can see once the change request is submitted, then data will trigger to staging area, and once the final check is approved, then data it will trigger to all the target systems. Here, once final check is approved, then what it will happen? Here, data will be data storing active tables. Active tables. Active data will store in active tables. Once final check approved, there is no data stage. There is no data in staging. Data becoming active. To active, it was stored in target systems in active tables. Once you have done once final check is done, then data will not available in staging tables. Yesterday I have already shown you one example I have created, and I displayed. I shared how data will store the staging tables. Okay, once final check is approved, then data will not available in staging table. Data will be available in active tables, and in stage table data will be deleted automatically. When you are using the flex mode, okay, here you can see the difference. Flex mode concept is same, don't confuse. Flex mode. In flex mode, what it will happen? Once final check is approved, data will be available. Data will be available. Data will be available in both the tables. Both the tables. Okay. Both the tables means staging tables. Staging table and also active tables. Okay, from here data will available both the tables. Process is same. Okay, there will be no difference in the process. Okay, is there any questions here?
Can you explain one more time for the flex mode?
Flex mode here first understand reuse mode. Okay, when you are using the reuse model, from here data will sit in only one table. When the final check is when the change request is submitted, data will sit in staging table only. Once final check is approved, then data will trigger to active tables.
See, data go and sit in the active tables of my MDG system as well, right?
Yes, MDG along with MDG system as well.
At that point, you can add to avoid confusion, please.
Oh yeah, why not? I'll add it. Don't worry. Okay, here you can see. Good point. Okay, here you can see wherever you are going to create any master data in MDG. Once final check is approved, data will sit in MDG active tables, as well as all the target systems, active tables, as well as all the target system active tables. Okay. When you are using the flex mode, in the flex mode, data will store in both the places. Even you can check in staging table as well as activate tables also. Okay, in staging table, you will see only in MDG system. Okay, you don't check in your target system. In your target systems, staging tables will not create it. Yeah, someone asking something?
See, in flex mode, once the change request get approved, the data lies in both the staging table and active tables, right? As per
yes.
But does it happen automatically, or it requires any configuration?
No, not required. It is okay. Here you can understand staging tables are created by SAP. Okay. You no need to perform any configurations. Okay. Even when you are going to work with UI5 configurations, from there you are working with only 10% of the configurations. Remaining 90% configurations are done by SAP only. Okay. Do you need to if the standard, you are already aware of it. Okay. If the standard is not sufficient for your business, from there you are going to work, you are going to customize your UI configurations as well. That I will explain to you in next class or maybe in further classes. Okay. That I will tell you how to maintain those configurations.
Just here, I'm trying to understand what is the advantage, why we have the same set of data into set of two different places.
One standard behavior. Okay, I don't explain more on this. This is SAP standard. SAP generating both the tables, staging tables and also active tables.
I don't understand.
Before
But
data will store.
Why only finance only has this flex mode? What is the reason? Is there any?
I don't know. You can check. You can search in SAP Labs. I haven't. I think if someone raised this question. Okay. Is there any questions? If anyone have any questions here?
Where will differentiate the flex and reuse?
Flex mode will use only for FI objects, and reuse we are going to use in master data, BP and material master data.
Okay, okay, this is okay. Theoretical, okay. Where will define in the system?
Different systems.
No. The theoretical it is okay. No. In the system, where you define this one?
Yeah, that I will tell you when we are creating the data model.
Okay.
Let me show you one thing here. Okay, here we have a transaction code for MDG. Okay, here you can see MDG IMG. I will explain you later very clearly. Okay, here we are going to perform all the configurations in general settings. In the general settings, here we can see there are few configuration steps are available. Data model, UI modeling, data quality search, processing model, processing analytics, and data replications, value mappings, and key mappings, and data transfer. Here, within these configurations, we are going to deploy our data model in data modeling. Here, we are going to edit our data model. Here, as per your business requirement, you can create new data model also here. How to create new deployment model? I will show you. These three data models I only created. Here you can see these three models I have created. You can use these data models also. Okay, here one request: don't disturb anyone until you got the complete knowledge on SAP MDG. On the standard data models, here you can see, here we can see there are two standard data models are available, which is created by SAP. Okay, don't use these standard data models. Do you want to check any information? You can check it. Don't try to change any master data.
No. Here MM is the standard data model, right?
Yes. MM also standard data model. Yes, these three are standard data models. Okay. Go back to this Excel again.
My question is not answered. So where
What
we
is-
define the reuse and flex, where we will define?
Here only we are in the data model only we are going to define.
Where?
Okay. Yes, in data model only we are going to define those models. Okay, if we cannot type from there. We are going to use reuse model or flex model as per your understanding. For your understanding, I use these words: reuse model and flex mode. Okay, when you are creating the data model, from there you are going to define data model with two characters. Any character you can take it. Okay,
No.
Starting with G.
No, my question is reuse and flex you said, right? Where you define this one? How the system knows that this is a reuse and flex?
That I will tell you while creating the data model.
For existing one, we cannot know.
The existing one, why you need now? I will explain to you.
For example, I'm new to the MDG. I want to know that.
Yes. Before that, you need to understand the relationship, and also you need to understand the attributes. Here you can see in the MDG system, MDG concept.
And this, but if it is you're not talking about custom.
Let me complete it here. Let me complete it. Don't worry. Here you can see, while creating the data model, there will be lot of key functions you need to create it. Okay. Here you can see attributes, business object type, hierarchy attributes, and also reuse active areas, and also flex foreign key relations, flex and package model enhancement, data specific, data model structure. Those attributes you need to, those dialog structure you need to understand before going to create a master data. Either you are going to create reuse model or flex model. You first understand the attributes and relationships. Okay, entity types and relationships. Then you will easily create it. Either do you want to create reuse model or flex model. First, let me complete the introduction and basics things in data model. Then you will understand very easily. If I have not completed, then you cannot understand that what is the deployment, what is the attribute, and what is the key attributes. Okay. Flex mode and reuse mode. Here you no need to, I hope you no need to explain again data flow and replications here. Data flow and replications. We already covered yesterday, even today also sometime I covered for the replication between staging areas and active areas. Okay, then we'll go for now. Here, first you can understand who is working what. Who is working what? You know, we have two types of consultants are available. One is technical consultants. One is technical consultants, and also we have functional consultants. Okay, here in MDG session, within MDG system, technical consultants where they will work, and functional consultants where functional consultants. Here I will show you in this system only. Don't want to tell you verbally. Here you can see, as I told. It's taking time. Here you can see, as I told, in general setting, this is the part we are going to configure the MDG system. In data modeling, both functional and technical consultants will work, and also UI modeling. In the UI modeling, functional consultant will work 40% of the configurations, and technical consultants will work remaining part of the requirements. In data quality and such, here only functional consultants will work. Processing modeling, here also functional consultants will work. Data replication, here only here functional and technical consultants will work. What technical consultant will do here? They will set up a replication models. And here you can see value mapping. In value mapping, functional consultants will work. Value mapping and key mapping, functional consultants will work. In data transfer, here also functional and technical consultants will work. Hope you guys are understand what is the deployment model and what is the storage modes. Now we'll go for data model. From here, first you can understand what is the how we are going to define our data model, and what is the different types of entities here. Okay. I will share you this Excel after this class. You can go through it once again, then you can easily understand when you are working in data models. Okay, here you can see, here we are going to, let me go through with PPT first. Here you can see in the data modeling in MDG, the purpose of data modeling in SAP MDG is to define the data storage structure during master data processing. Changes are stored into staging area and using change request. The data model can also specify a resource reuse area for storing the data after the change request processing is complete and the data is activated. This part I already explained what is deployment model and what is the staging area. Let me go through with data model in MDG. Data model in master data governance is compressed version of elements, entity types, attributes, and relationships. Now we'll go and discuss in detail what is entities, what is attributes, and what is relationships here. And relationships to enable you to you to model master data structure of any complexity in systems. Okay, let me go through with next slides. Here you can see entity types. Here in the entity types, we have 4 types of entities are available. Okay, I will explain you very clearly. Here you can see entity types. You define entity types to model different types of master data in your data model. The system generates for each entity types the data tables that are needed for processing master data in master data governance. Okay, how we are going to define entity types, we'll see. Here you can see this is the first relationship. Okay, when I told directly here, you don't understand what is the relationship. Let me give you one example of these entities. Okay, before going to share our 4 types of entities here I'll give you one example and also I'll give you one link. After this class, you may go through it in the standard when I explain standard. Okay, entity types. You can go through this link. Here you can see there will be this is not correct form. Yeah, you can go through this link after my class. Okay, then you can easily understand. This is also not correct. I will share you one SAP hub link. Okay, after some time, I'm not able to see that now. Data modeling. This is the concept in detail explanation also there for the MDG relationships. I will show you the link. Don't worry now. Let me explain this. See, I have already prepared one table here. What is this table also I will explain. Okay, here first we are going to discuss about, here we have 4 types of entities are available. You are able to see my screen, right? Hello. If anyone confirm me, well,
Yes.
yeah, thank you. Here you can see, here we have 4 types of entities. Entities are available. Both are dependable, one entity to another entity. Okay, here you can see first one I mentioned as root entity. Anyone tell me what is root entity? What is true entity? Okay, let me give you one example. Here I have already captured few tables. Here you can see Marcy and MARD, Mart. Okay.
Can you explain with the BP model carcass?
BP model. Wait, I will explain, not an issue. Okay, you can go through for it first, then you can try to prepare it. If you face any issues, then you can ask me in the class. I will explain to you. Okay, don't worry. There will be no difference. You can give me the. You can go through with BP tables and copy the table names here. How I copied here, that one also I will show you. Okay, here you can see for MDG table, for material tables, I have considered for the 3 tables. One is Mara, another one is Marcy, another one is for Mart, MARD. Here this is the key attribute. Okay, this is for entity. Table name here is entity, and here we need to understand what is the key attribute and what is the sub non-key attributes. Okay, here in the Mara table, let me go through in system. Go to SC11. If someone want to write transaction code, you can also write. Go to SC11. In the SC11, now I am going to display this Mara table. Here in this Mara table, here you can see, here we have a one key field, which is MANTR, mantra. Here it is what it is. It is represent as a material number. Okay, let me copy this material number. Material number. Here you can see this is the I already copied material number. For this, it is for key attribute. Key attribute. In this key attribute, let me check for this same key attribute is available in the Marcy table or not. I'm going back here. I'm going to execute Marcy display. Here you can see same material number also there in Marcy. In Marcy, here we have a two key attributes. One is material, another one is plant. You can here you can understand what is root here. You can say I'll give you the simple word common key field. Here you can see in the Mara table also material number is there, and Marcy table also material number is there. In the Marcy table we have another keyword which is plant. Key attributes. This one also key attributes. When you are going to define any master data, any data model, you should remember there should be at least one key attribute. And here you can see mart. In the mart, let me check. I have not copied anything here. In the mart, go back one step and check here. Mart MART. Mart execute. Here also you can see there are three key attributes. One is material number, another one is plant, another one is storage location. Let me copy these three technical names from here. Copy and paste over here. It is not copied properly. Okay. These three are key attributes. Three are key attributes. Okay, let me highlight with different color. These three are, these two from here Marcy table, these two is key attributes. Okay, here you can see remaining R fields are sub attributes. Let me copy Mart table also few sub attributes. Scroll down here. You can copy any sub attributes. Okay, now I'm going to copy here. There is no dependency. Do you wanted to add any sub attributes? You can add it. Do you wanted to insert any sub attributes? You can insert it. Okay, those are sub attributes. Okay, now this is the, now here you can see this is the root entity. In the root entity, we understand what is the key attribute and what is the non-key attributes. Now I'll go for entity type 4. Okay, I'll explain you entity type 2 and entity type 3 later. First, I'll go with entity type 4. Here you can see the dependent entity. Okay, here in Mara is the main entity, and what is the dependent entity here? Mantra. Okay, MATNR. Okay, it is dependent. It is the dependent entity for material number. When do you wanted to check any information related to material number? Okay, let me go through here in SAP system. Here you can see. Let me go back and execute Mara table. Here you can see this is the material number is the key value, key field, key attribute. Remaining fields are all are related for dependent entities. Those are dependent with material number. Based on the material number only, you are going to search who created it, when it was created, and person relationship. Remaining other dependent fields also you are going to check. Okay. Root 4 is dependent entity. Okay, here how dependent Mara is root entity. Mara how dependent? Dependent. Mara is root entity, and Marcy and Mod is dependent entities. Mara is root entity, and Marcy and Mod are dependent entities. Here you can see for the same materials, material number, we can see Marcy and Mod table. Okay, let me here you can see Mara is dependent. Mara is root entity, and Marcy and Mod is dependent entities. Okay, let me give this table as entity 4. Entity 4. Okay, then we'll go for entity 3. In any additional key fields in type 1 and type 4 except main keys. If if any additional key fields, in type 1 and type 2 and type 4, except main keys, Here you can see, is there any additional fields are available within except main key fields? You can see here additional, those are, here you can see this is the key attributes. Okay, for this same tables, for the same names, you can see any other tables, no, right? There will be no additional key fields here. Okay, this is called for entity 3. We go for entity 2 now. In entity 2, to upload check table and text table, use type 2 entity. When you are going to upload check tables and text tables, you can use for entity type 2. When check table are generated, if you maintain foreign keys. What is foreign keys here? Foreign keys are nothing but check tables. Let me show you one check table in system. I don't think here if anyone created custom table. Let me go through it. This is the test server. Okay, I don't think you will see in the customized tables here. Okay, it is not there. Let me open any one. Display. Go to table conditions. Here also I cannot see it. When you are going to see, you can in your real-time systems, there will be definitely there are a lot of customized tables are available. As per your client requirement, you may be created or someone may be created. You can go to SE11 transaction code and execute it. Execute any one custom program. In the selection conditions, click on selection condition tab. From there you can see there will be one more field called check tables. In the check tables, you can see what are all the fields are available. You can check any one customized table. From there you can understand the entity type 2 here. Okay, here entity type 2, use it to upload check table and text tables. Okay, you can go and check any customized table using SE11.
No, I think we can use go to LF1 table in the system. LF1 table.
LF1 table. I don't think
we have the standard check table.
No, in standard check tables you cannot see that. Okay, LF1, right?
Yes, LF1. Here go to current input help check.
Yeah, here you can see the check tables T005. What it represent? It represent for bank master data. You can double click on it. Here you can see how many check fields are there, how many sub fields are there. Here you can see client, currency, key, vehicle currency, and postal code length, rules for postal code lengths. This like this, you will able to now you are going to define key attributes using entity type 2. Okay, now go back to our Excel. Here you can see this is for entity type 4. In SC level, you can go to execute table LFA1 and check and click on and next go to with tab input help and see the check tables. For the same way, here also we are going to define our check tables. Okay, here you can see this is the entity type 1 and this is for entity type 4, and I'll give you examples for we discussed entity type 4. This is the key attributes, and this one also, here also this is dependent on entity type 1. Here you can see it is dependent entity. Entity type 4 is dependent entity. Here you can see in the mod fields also dependent in Mara table. Then we'll consider this table for also entity type 4. Okay, let me give you one example. Okay, if someone asks me, right, let me go through for I'll go for LFA1 only. LFA1 table. Let me go and check, is there any key attribute? Let me copy key attributes and sub key attributes, additional key attributes. Let me go back here. LFA1. Here you can see LFA1 display. Here you can see in attributes, go to fields. Here you can see there is a dependent on field Lipner. Lipner is account number of suppliers. Copy this Lipner. Copy this Lipner. This is the key attribute, our root entities. Key attribute. This is for key attributes. Like here I mentioned KT. Key attributes. This is for key attribute. Let me copy for another attribute also, sub attributes also. Okay, here I'm going to copy name 1, name 2, name 3, and name 4, and also city and districts. I'm copying this. Remaining all fields are, this is the key attribute. Remaining all fields are sub key attributes. Okay, now here this one also we call it as entity type 4. Okay, now we understand entity type in the table level. We understand what is entity type 1 and what is entity type 2. Okay, now we'll go for upload and check tables here. entity type 2. Here, if anyone tell me what is the key field for key attribute for entity type 2. Okay, here you can see where there is a additional key attributes. Here you can see you can take this one. Here we have a 2 additional entity attributes are there. Using these 2 additional entity attributes, here we are going to define our new fields. For example, you are going to define new field. Let me take example as gender. In the check table, do you want to, you guys already aware of it, when you are going to execute, when you are going to search something in SAP system using F4, from there you will get a more options. Okay, here in the gender, do you want to define male and female? Male and female. How you are going to define here? Using check tables, you are going to define a, in the gender, we are going to give a two sub attributes like male and female. From there, you can choose your option as per your requirement. Okay, let me give take this one for type 3, type 2, type 2, and this one I am using for type 3. Type 3, and also I am going to use this one also, type 3. Okay, now here you can see what is the key field. If any additional key fields in type 1 and type 4 except for main keys. Okay, now we'll go and create one data table, one data model in SAP system. Before going to create data model in SAP system, you need to understand relationships. Okay, let me create first data table, customize data model here. Here you can see to create data model, to create data model, transaction code will be MDG IMG. Here you can see transaction code. Please remember this transaction code. It is main important transaction code when you are working in MDG projects. Okay, using this transaction code only, we are going to perform all the configurations. Okay, to create data model, here you can understand, here you can see very clearly how I'm going to create our customized data model. Go back here, go to transaction code MDG IMG, go to general settings, data model. Here you can see edit data model. Here you can see there is a warning from SAP. This table is cross lines. Hit enter. It is only for information. Okay, here as I told before also, please do not touch the standard tables until you got the complete picture of how to define a data model, and until you understand, until you complete the course of MDG. Okay, here you can see, here we are going to define our new data model. Let me delete this one. I created. Don't delete. even you don't delete any data models. If someone created, they are doing some practice, then they will get some confusion. Okay, don't delete it. Let me create data model here. Okay, now we'll see the creation process. Here I am going to create new entries. Data model, I am going to give data model name as ZM. Data model you need to give only for 2 characters, and I'm going to give text as custom data model for material. And here you can see active area. As of now, for ZM data model we are creating now, we have not activated any active table, any active areas here. Okay, how to activate active area, that one also I'll show you how to activate it. Okay, before going to activate active area, simply click on save this and save this data model first. Why here I'm getting this error? Active area ZIT does not exist, input help and selection. I have not selected this one, but why it is coming? See, I will show you how to resolve that error also. Click on save. If there is an error, MDG system configurations while creating the data model, it will allow you to save the changes. Click on save. Later I will show you how to create, how to resolve that error. Okay, here I'm going to create new transport. I'm giving the description custom data model for ZM. I'm using the ZM data model rate I'm creating. I'm giving the same name also. Copy this, save this. Okay, go back here. Before going to activate, you can check standard table active areas. Double click on entity types. Here, double click on attributes. This is not correct. Just a minute. Now you need to go with relationships. Go back here. Select data model. Click on relationships. We need to copy for active area, right? Sorry, here you can see, click on active area. We are going to activate one area. This is for partner. Here you can see, copy the class, copy the here using this data replication, using this access class. We are going to activate, or we are going to implement a new classes, new active class for our customized active data model for MDG for ZM. Here, okay, I just copied previous standard active access model. Okay, now I will show you how to activate this active area, how to activate active access class. Okay, go to transaction code SC24. Let me give you here also. Activate access class. Go to transaction code SC24 SC24. Click on save. Go back again. Go back to SAP system. Here I'm going to open new window SC24. Click on SC24. Give this object type wherever whatever you have created. Click on display. Click on display. Here you can go to interfaces. Interfaces. In this interface, copy this interface as well. Again go back. Again go back. Again go back here. I just copied the interface. Here I'm going to define our active class. I'm going to define our active class CLS CL. Okay, CL. We are defining ZM data model, right? Underscore active underscore CLS. Now I'm going to define this active class here. Once you enter this object type here, click on create, give description, custom class for ZM data model. ZM data model. Click on save. Click on save. Okay, here I am going to save in local object. And in real time, you don't go for local object. Either you are going to define data model each and every object, every landscapes. You can save in local object, or else you are going to use transport from development to production system. You are going to release using the transport option. From here you can choose. From here you go and choose the transport request. Okay, now I'm going to save this object in local object. Okay, here go to interfaces. Go to interfaces. Previously in standard interface you have copied for the access class. You can paste over here. Hit enter. Then click on save. Once you click on save, then you can see system by default it will copy all the methods from previous table to this active table to activate this. Now this table is inactive status. Okay, now how we are going to activate this active table, I will show you. Okay, here you can see I just entered interface which I copied from standard data model. Okay, once I input standard interface to active class here, system by default it will generate all the methods here. Here you need to activate all the methods. For all the methods, each and every method you are going to activate it. Once you have activated all the methods, then you are going to assign this active class to your data model. How to activate these methods? Here you can see, simply double click on this method. It will open new page. From here you can see, from here you are going to activate this line item. Okay, it will display you the local objects. Simply click on enter. Click on enter and click on save the data. Here you can see the message object activated and method if selection saved. Okay, for the same way, no need to go and activate each and every method. Go back. We have completed this. Now I'm going to define this. Now I'm going to activate this method. I'm going to save. Here you can see object activated. Once I click on save, then data will save. If you missed any table, any entry here, then you cannot successfully create active data models. Don't forget to activate each and every line item here. Is anyone worked ABAP consultants, technical side in our class? They will understand very easily how to activate those methods. Why? Because they worked, they may be worked many times to activate or create tables. Click on save. Methods activated. Check data it is. Go to check as existence. You activate. Click on enter. Save the data.
If you are doing save, right, it is making inactive. Okay, so let it be inactive only.
Sorry.
So
okay.
after save, it is getting inactive again.
No, it will. It's active only. It won't inactivate. I will show you. Don't worry. Here you can see I'm opening this data. I'm going to activate. Enter. Here you
Yeah,
can see.
wait here. So if you see here, there is active now.
Yeah.
Beside method, and if you click on save again, it will make it as inactive.
No, don't worry. It won't inactivate. We are going to activate the methods. Okay. I just activated and saved. Okay. After that, this won't impact anything. Here, one thing you need to worry. You don't miss any line item. You need to activate and save the data. That's it. There is no other work on here. This is one-time activity when you are going to create any new data models.
Yeah, but there might be any way we can activate all at one go, right? Instead of
No,
doing this one by one.
there is no way. Very less fields. Don't worry. It will. I'll complete it in under 2 to 5 minutes. Close this and go back. Activate. Save the data. Access. Activate. Save. Go back. Okay. Here we have completed. Unit query, right? Change document. Activate. Save it. Properties. Activate. Save. Go back. Scroll down. Properties, up to properties we have done it. Now I'm going for field properties. Activate. And save the data. Save the data. Go back. Mapping CD. Activate. Save the data. And save it. Go back. Activate. Click on save. Okay, access query. Activate. Save it. Read value. Activate. And save the object. And last table we are going to activate it. Last method. Access and save. Click on activate and enter. Save it. Go back here. Here we have activated all the methods. Okay, now simply copy this class, go back to your MDG IMG screen, and here you need to specify your active area. Okay, here how to specify your active area I will tell you. Go but here select your active model, and here you can see you will get the option to reuse active areas. Here I'm going to click on create, and here I'm going to give name as ZM. ZM is our data model, and we are specifying here what we are specifying here, active area. I'm going to give as act, and I'm going to give description as custom active area for ZM data model. And here you can see either you have created one access class, right? Either you can use F4 help and you can search it, or you can, we already copied in previous tab, and you can paste over here. I'm going to close here, copy paste here, hit enter, and here you can see one entry chosen. There is no errors. Okay, then you can click on save. Now you can see earlier we observed there is an issue with active class. The system considers some other active classes. Now when I created active class with activated active class, then I'm not getting any errors here. Click on save. Save the data. Okay, go back and update your active area to here. You are going to update your active area to your data model ZM underscore act. Hit enter and save the configurations. Now you can see, have you seen any errors here? No. Then save the data. In MDG screen, while creating the data model, if you observed any errors, still you can save it. Later you can rectify your errors. In other configurations, is there any error in your configuration? Then system it will allow, it will not allow. Tell me, if anyone tell me if there is an error in configuration, then system it will allow you to save the configuration or not. No, right? It won't allow. In MDG, it will allow. Okay, once you have done the
one question here actually.
yeah.
So you have used the interface from BP partner, right?
Yes. You can use any standard data. You can use any standard data models. Okay. As I explained before.
So we can use of MM and finance as well.
Yes. F5 OG is here. OG you can call it as OG or 0G. Okay. OG is flex mode. VP and MM we are using for reuse mode. When you are creating data model for reuse mode, you can choose these two options, these two standard data models. You can copy for the interface. Okay, you can copy the interface and you can use it. There will be no difference in that. Okay.
So that interface is used in both BP and MM.
Yes, both are same.
Okay.
And if we have completed for reuse active areas. Coming back to Excel sheet, why we prepared this Excel sheet here? We are going to define our 4 entity types in our custom data model. First entity type 1 here is Mara. Now how we are going to give those attributes in entity type 1 here you can see now. Okay, here select this data model, click on entities. First we are going to define our entity. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. Here I am going to give entity type 1. Here you can see what is the entity type 1, Mara. When you are going to customize, you need to starting name you need to give as G Mara. Okay, G Mara. Here you can see usage type. Here entity types usage type. You can scroll down. You will get a in drop down. You will get a 4 types of entities. Here you can see what those types of entities. Here you can see changeable via change request, general data type, general data tabs tables, changeable without change request, generated check and text tables, not changeable via MDG, no generated tables, changeable via other entity type, generate database tables. You can take this as example. This is for entity type 1, this is for entity type 2, this is for entity type 3, this is for entity type 4. Now we are creating, now which entity type we are creating here? Here you can see entity type 1. Entity type 1 we are going to create. Okay, for this entity type, I'm giving you the name as Gmara, and I'm going to select this first entity type, and here you can see the data element. For this data element, you need to give, you can check for entity type 1, is there any dependent models. Here you can see, here we have a mantra. Material number is our dependent model, dependent attribute or key attribute. Go back to SAP, and here you can specify key attribute as mantra, and scroll down. You can see is there any other mandatory fields? There is no other mandatory fields. Then click on save. Here you can see now also I'm not getting any errors. All are warnings. Now I'm going to click on save. Now, how we are going to define additional attributes here? Okay.
What is the significance of the data element?
Sorry?
What is the significance of the data element?
Signification. Where there is a, as I explained earlier, here you can see in this material number, it is defined for, it is the key attribute for all three these tables. Okay, for entity type 1, we are going to create a common fields. These fields and these fields, we are going to define all the attributes in entity type 1. Okay, let me show you how to add all these sub attributes.
No. See, while creating entity type, you are giving MATNR as the data element, right?
Yes.
So if I have two key elements like material number and MATNR and works,
okay,
the system allows to maintain the two?
Right. Yes, yeah. I'll tell you. I got it. Okay, when you are going to create entity type 4, okay, from there, twice you are going to create a entity tables. Okay, one is for material, another one is for works, WERKS. From there, it will generate two table of entries. That one also I will show you how to create it. Don't worry. Once you have created entity type here, entity type 1 here, that's the reason, okay, that's the reason I explained you this is for type 3 and this is for type 2. Okay, here you can see here we have three types of dependents here. This one mantra I use for type 1. Okay, and type 2 I'm going to use this one, and type 3 I'm going to use this one. Here you can see this is the type 2, for the same value is for type 3. It is there both the entities. Okay, we are going to define this entity type also. I will show you how we are going to define. Hope you clear now.
No, still I'm confusing, but anyhow, you are going to demonstrate it. Then I will come back to you if still I'm getting any confusion.
No problem. I'll show you once I create, then you will get a clarity. Here I have created entity type 1. Then click on attributes. Here click on new entries. Here you can give your sub attributes. Now I am going to give all these sub attributes here. all sub attributes. And also data element name also the same. Here, whenever you are going to define attribute, you need to give G as starting word. Why? Because you know already we are customizing this table. Once you enter, check if you get any errors. No, I'm not getting any errors here. Click on save. Here also I'm not getting. I'm going to save here. Okay, here you can understand one point. In some time there will be difference in data element. Let's assume that. Okay, in this table, okay, there is a difference. There is a add on here data element. Okay, when you specify with different names, then system how it will behave, I will show you. Click on save. Here you can see what it is saying. Data element ZM, entity type GMARA, attribute GKZR EV. Okay, this is for sub attributes. This is for main attribute. Okay, in this sub attribute, data element cat KZRDE underscore DV does not exist. When you see this error, how you are going to resolve it? If someone have any idea it?
Maintain the correct data element, right?
How you know where you can find that data element?
If it is a custom solution, definitely we know, right? We need to create one custom data model.
Those tables I copied from standard table only, right?
Then we can reference the standard data elements which are already assigned in the standard data.
Exactly. Okay, here let me open with SC11. SC11. I will show you some difference. Mara, go on display. Here you can see there will be few differences, fields and data elements. Here you can see, take this example, don't confuse again. Okay, here what is the field name? PSTAT. Okay, and what is the data element here? PSTAT underscore D. Okay, when you are going to specify field name and data element name, both are the same, or both are the same, then you won't get any errors. Okay, system will not give you any errors like this. Okay, when you maintain correct table names, fields and data elements, when you are not maintaining fields are exactly fields are same, then you will get this type of errors. Okay, click on save. Now you can see I removed that additional text and corrected, and now I'm going to save these changes. Now I'm not getting any error. Okay, now we'll go on create type 4. Before going to create type 3 and type 4, here we are going to add Marcy table. Click on save. Click on save. Go back. Here, go back again. Go back. Here you can see type 1 entity is created. Type 1 entity is created. Type 1 entity is created. Okay, here I'll show you. There will be one tab called deletion allowed. Do you wanted to restrict if someone they are not if someone by mistake, okay, you are working in test server, right? If someone are going to delete this entry, okay, do you wanted to restrict that option? Okay, here you can select deletion is not allowed, then no one will not allow you to delete. If you wanted to delete this entry, again you came to here within the same configuration step, and you need to change this deletion flag. Once you done, save the changes. Here you can see data already saved. Go back again. Here select ZM, our customized model. Click on entity types. Here click on new entries. Here I'm going to create our new entity type, Marcy. Go on mute, please. If anyone speaking to me, you can unmute your mics and speak to me. If you are not speaking to me, please go for mute. Here I'm going to create. We'll see the Excel. What is the Marcy? Here you can see this is the Marcy. It is for entity type 4. Okay. Now I'm going to define this Marcy table here. Click on ZMarcy. I already entered. Okay. Here storage usage type, as I told, you can select entity type 4 and data element. Here you can see the data element is here is optional. Okay, either do you wanted to update the data element, you can update it, or else do you wanted to keep this data element as optional, you can keep it as optional. I am not going to specify any data element here. I clicked on save here. Here you can see I'm facing two errors. Okay, first error you can see entity type gmarcy, relationship of type leading inconsistency. Okay, why this error is coming up here? If anyone have any idea, you can tell me. No problem. Okay, here you can see, as I told, there are standard data models already available in this system. Okay, when I'm going to define using again same field name, same technical name, system is getting for the confusion from where to where the data needs to be picked up. Okay, for that to resolve this error, we need to maintain a relationship between Marcy and Marcy table, Marcy and Mara tables, some data elements. How we are going to maintain relationship? I will show you. There will be a few types of relations also there. One is and there will be different types of relations. One is referencing, leading, and qualifying relationships are there. I will explain you in next class. Now I am going to, here you can see it is relationship leading is inconsistency and qualifying is inconsistency. How we are going to define these relationships, I will explain you in next class. Now you can continue, save the changes. Okay, once you done the changes, you can click on attributes here. Click on new entries. Here I am going to give these attributes. Don't give key attributes. You need to specify only for sub attributes, sub attributes. Going to give sub attributes, and also I'm going to give data elements. Here I'm going to customize this attribute name. Check. Hit enter. Here you can see entry already exists with this entry. Okay. Then you can delete this one. The entry already exists. Check, is there any errors again? Hit enter, you can see, or else in the top you will get an option to check. Okay, or else you can hit enter and see is there any errors. Now I am not getting any errors related to these attributes. Click on save. Here you can see, here I am getting one more error related to qualifying. This one also we are going to resolve this error when we are going to maintain the relationships. Okay, then click on save. Now you understand, right, how we are going to define entity types and how we are going to give attributes. Here you can see we have created these two tables. There is a dependency on month, material number and material number. In entity type 4 we have another dependent. Here we have another dependent, another key value. It is for mantra is for material and WERK is for plant. For this entity type also we are going to define under entity type 4 only. Okay, here I'm going to select, copy this workers, and I'm going SAP system, here go back here, go back one step. Here you can see we have created entity type 4 and entity type 3. Now I am going to create one more entity type 4. Click on entity type here. Here I'm going to give occurs, and here also I'm going to select table, usage type as 4, and I'm not giving any data elements here. I'm going to save the configuration. Here you can see, here I'm getting one more error. Here you can click on save. Okay, data was saved. Okay, now for this equity type you no need to give any attribute names. Why? Because we already given those attribute names in this table, Marcy table.
Yeah, one question here.
4.
Hello.
Yeah.
So why we are creating here the plant as an separate entity? Because if you see, as you have created the ZMRC, right?
Yes.
As an entity, there we have an option called yeah. Let me complete. Sorry for
yeah, no problem.
yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. So as there are key fields, right, in the structure.
Yes.
Okay, we have that option. Then we can include that plant there itself, right? Instead of creating a separate entity.
No, we are not creating separate here. There will be 4 types of entities. Okay, when you are creating the entity type Marcy, we specified all the sub attributes, and we specified data element as mantra. In this case, I have specified as optional. Okay, now here
no. Can you go to ZMRC? I have another question here.
Okay.
where you define those fields for ZMRC.
ZMRC.
Yeah.
Select this one. Double click on attributes. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we know, right, that this ZMRC has two as a key fields, as we have a column here, right, called key field. So we can
No,
include it
that
here
is
itself,
key
right?
attribute. That the reason I explained before you. Okay, these two are the key attributes. Okay, when you are going to define type 2 and type 3, okay, it is there. Here you can see vectors, it is there for type 2, and material number, it is there for type 2, it is for type 2, and it is for type 3, vectors for type 3. Okay, this is the key attributes.
Right.
When you are going to here, you can simply understand one thing. Under material number, what you will see? Under material number, what you will see? Under plant, what you will see? Under plant, you will see address, locations, areas, etc. In material also, here we can see under material, we can see material number, vendor information, vendor info, etc. Okay, here for this material, here you can see in attribute, in entity type 1 in MARCI, you have created material number. In material number, those fields are in material number and vendor, and really other fields are sub attributes. When you are going to specify all the sub attributes in entity type 4, okay, you have specified all the sub attributes in entity type 4. Again, in same entity type key attribute, entity type 2 also there. From here, again, you are not going to create material number. Even you are not going to define any sub fields here. You are going to specify only for key attributes. You are not going to specify any sub attributes. Sub attributes we are going to add in one place only. If you add multiple places, then system, it will show you the entry already exists. System will get more confusion. From there, system will not allow you to save the configurations. Let me copy this.
I think
fields
that's
here.
fine. So let's design this thing, and then at the end, if any question, I will raise it, because
definitely
at the
you can
starting
ask.
point, I am not able to get thing. Okay.
Yeah. Once let me complete it, then you will easily understand. Okay, as of now we have completed two types of entities. We'll continue from next class onwards. Okay, you can ask me, is there any questions now, or else there is a planned activity schedule with our technical team, how you are going to access our ZaranTech LSM portal. In this LSM portal, you are going to access our materials, and also you are going to access our training recordings. Okay,
Yeah.
you will get this PPT. In this PPT have around more than 106 slides. Okay, using these slides only, I'm going to explain you each and every concept. Okay, I'm going to in configuration documents. Okay, as here you can see, I already explained you in very clearly in Excel sheets. Okay, this Excel sheet also I am going to save in portal every day. Okay, that's the reason I'm maintaining here. Here you can see it is for day one. Day one I explained what is the master data governance and what is the workflow strategies here. Okay, you will understand while seeing this diagram. And day 2, here you can see I explained few of the data model concepts. What is co-deployment model and what is hub deployment. I explained very clearly with you along with diagrams. And here you can see this is the data model. Data model, you can take this as example. Okay, how we are going to define data model in SAP system. Let me give you here customized data model. Merge center customized data model. Okay, go through for this document. If you have any questions or any doubts, you can ask me in next class. I will clarify to you. And end user part also I'm going to cover it within the same classes. End user I'm not going to explain you each and every object. I will give you one example. You can practice in your way. Then you can, if you face any issues, you can come back to me. I'm happy to help you. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.